This is Skyline Moonstone Bathroom Sink by Antonio Lupi, and I think that you will agree that it will be great to have this in your Revit library. And basically this is pretty simple to be modeled, but why I would like to show you this is because this example is also great for practicing Revit, so it's great to understand how you can create this as a Revit family, how you can set up reference planes, and how you can at the end create some parameters. So very nice example, very simple to be modeled, but great one for practicing. Without taking your time anymore, let's move to Revit and let's see how we can make it. What I'm gonna do first will be to create a new family. And for a template, I will take this metric generic model. Before I start modeling, I will just scroll down so we can take a look at more pictures so we can understand this geometry better. And it's pretty clear from this picture that this front part is completely flat, while here at this part we have some kind of, let's say, the pyramidal, actually the smaller and the bigger rectangle, and we will need to make it. And let's take a look at the next picture. And here we see also that they are parallel, but this front part is, let's say, the slided a little bit to the right from this part, which is next to the wall. Let's take a look at this zoomed picture. So let's assume that, for example, this existing reference plane is, let's say, our wall. So from that reference plane, we have this kind of the board. Then we need to have the next reference plane. As I said, this one is existing, it has a name. So I'm going to name, let's say, this one as number 1. And that one has this bigger rectangle, which goes and create the form with this smaller rectangle. So where the smaller rectangle is, I will have the reference plane named as 2. And then we have one side of this board and the other one. So this is going to be 3 and 4. So I'm going to make reference planes like this. And in Revit, you just need to go here to create reference plane or RP. And let's make the first one. It's very important to name it. So this is going to be number 1, as I told you. And then I'm going to copy them. Let's check the name. So 2, 3, and 4. What I also need to do in sense of reference planes in Revit is to create, let's say, the first one is going to be our height. Then we have for this backboard next to the wall 2 reference planes. So let's say that this is A1 and let's say that it's this one, and then this one is A2. Then I'm gonna name this one as B1 and this is B2. But I also need to have reference planes to make this sink, to constrain this small rectangle. So let's make this in Revit. RP is the shortcut, and I'm gonna make one more here. I'm gonna make one here, and actually I need to make 4 of them, so sorry. And as I said, like this is going to be, let's say, A1, this is going to be A2, and then this is going to be B1, and this is going to be B2. I will open this front view, RP one more time, so I'm gonna make this one as height, so let's name this as just H. And let's take DI tool, dimension, and then, sorry, A1 I don't need, I just need A2, so this is A2, because as I said, I'm going to use this center left right reference plane. And let's go DI, so let's make this to be width, for example. So select this dimension, just go here, type W, and I made the parameter, and I'm gonna select this height, and I'm gonna also make the parameter of height, so just H I'm gonna name it. And what I can do, for example, is that I would like to have, let's say here, a value of, it doesn't matter, 300 millimeters, and I can log that value. Then I'm gonna take dimension from B1 to B2, so take a look, this is B1, this is B2. I'm gonna select this dimension and I'm gonna make this to be our width. And of course that I can just go here to the family types and I can make this to be 1.2 by, let's say, 1.2 meters. My units are in millimeters by 900. So this is how this look like. And of course, as I said, I will also need to make some reference planes to be able to better determine this rectangle. So I'm gonna make it like this. And I'm gonna make constraints from this height, and then this is A2. And I'm gonna name this as, let's say, gap. So this gap is going to be 125 millimeters, for example. And I'm gonna select this. Let's make this as a gap as well. And of course that I can simply, let's say, copy this for 180, and I can also copy this for 500, for example. And what I'm gonna do will be to make two dimensions like this. So let's say that this is sink width, and then this is sink height. And we have this. So I made a lot of preparation for now. And of course, I can anytime go and test this. So I can make gap to be, let's say, 175. Let's just click apply. Let's make this to be 150, this to be 450. So you see that it reflects, and let's move this gap to, let's say, 100. So everything seems well for now. And what I'm gonna do, I will just go back here. This is our center front back. Let's go to front. Let's create extrusion. And this extrusion needs to have the reference plane center front back. Pick lines, and I'm gonna pick the reference planes. So it's going to be like this. So the top height and then the bottom. And at the end, what I need to do is just to trim this. Let's go here. And I will simply drag it, and I'm gonna lock it to this reference plane. Then this is reference plane 01. Let's go to front, and to create this pyramidal part, so to create this bigger rectangle, I'm thinking on this one, which goes to this smaller, I will take blend tool. So let's go to blend. I will create the first one. So create it like this. Of course that you will need to lock this. Take trim, TR. And then, of course that I didn't make one thing. You see that the reference plane is center front back. It doesn't matter if you made it like this, you started, you don't need to cancel this tool. You can simply go here to the set work plane, and then pick 01 and click here on the edit top, and you can set top as well to be, let's say, at the reference plane 02, and then I can make this second end to be 250 as is here, or I can make it on 0, but it's better to have it, let's say, 100. And then I need to pick those reference planes which are determining my sink. And I will simply take trim. Let's click, confirm this one. And I will go to plan view to see how this looks like. So what I'm gonna do is to move this, to drag this arrow and to lock it. So I have this locked to those reference planes, which means that if I would like to make this to be 50 and then select this reference plane, would like to make this 50 as well, the geometry will follow because it's locked. And I need to continue further. So what I need to do is to create those sides here. And it doesn't matter how they look like. I will go to the front, for example, and I'm gonna create extrusion. That extrusion needs to start from reference plane 02, I think. And if you're not sure, cancel this one, go to reference plane, select this, so you see it's 02. And I just need to repeat this. So let's go to create reference plane 02. You can see it here. So now simply click on reference planes and then lock this. I didn't lock this one. So let me just repeat it. Okay. And I will take offset of 15 millimeters, for example. And by the way, I also forgot to pick this reference plane and to lock here. For this upper part, I took a split and let's trim everything. So this seems fine. And then here, simply drag this part to here, lock it. Let's take a look at 3D, and this is okay. And the last one needs to go from O3 and needs to go to those two reference planes. So front, extrusion, and then pick and lock. And yeah, it starts here, so I just need to move this to go from O3. You saw that I didn't change it in a creation mode. I created geometry and then I'm gonna change it. So click OK, drag this to this reference plane, and we have it. And of course, we can also make this to be, for example, 50. So I can just click like that. Let's go to 3D. So we have this, and let's see how our parameter works and if our geometry follows that. Let's go here to family types and let's make gap 150, for example. Super. Let's make sync 200 by, let's say, 550. Perfect. So everything seems well. And let's make height 800 by 1.1 meters, for example. So super. And if you would like to access this project file and to support us for create more tutorials like this one, is just join our Patreon page.